So I figured I'd come outside and film a video today. And then the entirety of my neighborhood decided that right now, 3:30 on a Thursday would be the time that they would mow their lawns. So sorry if that gets on your nerves. But today I figured that I would talk about some of my favorite songs, the songs that have touched me the most, or the songs that I can always look to if I need inspiration. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. Also, I'm gonna do my best to link all these in the description, so if you want to listen to these songs, you can go ahead and check out the links down there. So the first song that I would consider one of my favorites is Taxicab by 21 Pilots. And the first time that I heard the song was when I was on my way to my family's vacation spot, which is about 13 hours away from here. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a cool song. And then the second time that I heard it, but the first time that I really listened to it was when we were about 7 hours away from home on our way back, and I was feeling really homesick and really sad that we weren't at home, that we were cooped up in the car. And I heard it, and then the line, "We're going home," I was just so yeah, that's a really good song, and I listen to it a lot, and it makes me really happy. The second song, these songs aren't in any particular order, by the way. The second song is called The Saltwater Room by Owl City, and I heard this song at an honor choir function 2 years ago. I was at lunch and I was listening to songs on my friend's phone, and this song came on shuffle and I just fell in love with it. So whenever I listen to it, it always reminds me of really good memories from when I did honor choir, and just, again, it makes me happy. The third song is called Sing for the Stars by Dylan Gardner. This artist, actually, I love his music. I follow him on Snapchat. He follows me on Twitter, I think. I first heard about him when he was on a podcast with Shane Dawson, and I heard his song and I was like, that's really cool. So I looked up his album and I listened to it, and it was rad and I loved it. So ever since, which it's only been probably 2 years, it's been my summer soundtrack. So I always listen to it when we're going to the lake. And this song is kind of I wouldn't say a slower song, because it's not really a slower song, but it's just a really pretty song, and it's a little bit more calm compared to the rest of the album because it's all happy and peppy. But this song is a really great song. I keep saying that about every song, but it is a really great song. So the next song is probably hits harder than a lot of the songs in this list. It's called Oh by Coldplay, and this one I can't get over it. So my class took a trip to Arkansas in October, and I was in my Coldplay phase. I still kind of am in my Coldplay phase, but I was listening to Ghost Stories, I think is the album, on the way, and it was dark and everyone on the bus was asleep except for me, because I can't sleep on buses. And I just heard this song, and it was so calming, and I related to it at the time, and I was sobbing on this bus, and it was embarrassing. But it's such a good song, and I cannot get over it however many times I listen to it. So that is definitely probably my favorite song on this list. The next one's called These Streets by Bastille, and I don't even have a reason for why this one is on this list. It's just such genuinely a good song. I've covered it before on my cover channel, which if you aren't subscribed to that, I don't know why, but it's just genuinely a really good song. It's a feel-good song. It makes me happy. I listen to it sometimes, so yeah, that one's pretty good. The next song is called Heaven by Troye Sivan featuring Betty Who. And honestly, when I first heard Blue Neighborhood, this one didn't really stand out to me. I didn't like it that much. But I did read somewhere where you shouldn't really trust the first listen to a song. The second listen or the third listen will always be more accurate of whether you like it or not. So one night I was listening to the album again, and I listened to this song, and it just hit me so hard. And I looked up the meaning, and I can't really relate to the meaning that much, but it's just such a hard-hitting song, and it helps me get emotions out late at night, which is really stupid, but it's a really honestly good song, and I never get tired of it. So the last song on my list is called Novels by Rusty Clanton. This one shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, because if you know me, you know that I'm a huge Dodie stan. So this song, the cover that Dodie and Rusty did had been floating around in my recommended for a really long time, but I never really watched it because I was like, I don't know what this is. And then I watched Dodie's video on her favorite songs, and that was one of them. So I went, and of course I listened to all the songs. When I heard Novels, I was like, oh, that's a cute song. It was really long, and I was like, let this end. And then I saw the video in my recommended again, so I went and I watched it, and just Rusty and Dodie's voices together, it hurt my heart. This was actually fairly recently, it was a couple days ago, so ever since then I've had it on repeat, and I just really love it. I cannot get over Novels. I can't get over it. I don't think anyone can, so I feel like this song is going to be one of my favorites for a really long time, and I'm never going to get over it. So yeah, that's a list of my favorite songs that I will never ever get tired of. I was going to include something by Panic, because I love Panic, and something by the Beatles, because I love the Beatles, but I could not pick just one song. Like, all of their songs are my favorite songs, so, yeah, that's why you didn't see anything by them on this list, but, yeah, I was just feeling a little unoriginal today for VEDIS, so I made a really generic favorite songs video. So, I don't have anything else to say, so, happy VEDIS! Bye!